All right. Well, hey, everyone. Welcome to our next episode of our podcast. We have officially landed on a name, which is very exciting. So welcome to Project Blacklist. It is, we literally sat here for about 2 hours trying to figure out what we were going to do, and we've been debating it for weeks now, and we finally landed on something. So welcome, everyone. Brian, Shahan.
Hello.
Hello.
I love the name.
Yeah. It's very, very, very exciting. We're all excited over here. We really wanted something that was a staple of, where we came from. And a lot of the inspiration came just from past video games. The Blacklist originating from Need for Speed Most Wanted back in 2005. Best Need for Speed that they ever made. All the other ones are trash. That's where the Blacklisting came from. But Project really came from Shahan. Shahan's name is Project Zeno. With all of his projects that he does, and it just fit perfectly. So we had to go with it. But today's episode is going to be exciting, and I have a really big feeling that this one is the main topic at least is going to get really, really heated. Myself and Brian know a lot about this topic. A lot of what this topic has originated from where I am from. And I have been a part of this. So our main topic today is actually takeovers. If you don't really know what that is, Brian, I'll actually let you elaborate on that if you want to go for it.
Yeah, teach me because I don't know.
All right. So takeovers, at least from what I've experienced, are just the dudes that don't know how to just keep it on a track, or like they just want to take everything to the street. They want to drift. They want to hit people. They want to show off how fast their cars are in like a 15-foot space. And they literally, obviously they started in Detroit. They came to California a couple years back, and they have ruined the car scene. They've basically made it almost impossible for people to have like solid meets without everyone thinking my parking lot's going to get destroyed. People are going to just think that all of my friends are assholes, even though usually it's just a random dude driving by that sees it. And it's like, oh yeah, my V6 Camaro can outdo all these cars. Let me go show them.
Bruh.
Yeah. So what experiences have you really had with them? Like, do you have any like vivid ones that would make a good story?
Dude, one of my first car meets that I went to when I was like 19 was at just at some movie theater, like the back of the parking lot. They used to let us use it all the time. Around midnight, people start going home, and all of a sudden, dudes are like drifting in the middle of the street when people are just trying to leave. And mind you, this is down the street from a fucking school.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so cops got called pretty quick.
Yeah.
And they started like citing everyone. This one dude I know, he got rear-ended and said, fuck it, I'm not stopping here. We pulled over in the middle of the freeway because of like everything going on, just to take his bumper off and put it in the back seat. Yeah.
I'm surprised you guys didn't get caught by a cop while doing that.
Dude, luckily they ignored us because we weren't really doing anything. But yeah, it was a pain in the ass, dude.
Oh man. Yeah, I'll tell you right now, being that they a lot of the times have really originated from the Detroit area. I grew up in Metro Detroit, grew up in East Point, which is a couple miles from Detroit, really. I grew up around the rowdy scene. My family has always been big into cars. My uncle is huge into hot rods. He has like a 63 Mercury Monterey or something like that. Slammed to the ground, big V8. His buddies all have them too. It's cool, man. It's really cool. But I'll tell you right now, when it really originated was when, honestly, our generation really started getting cars. Like when the millennial generation started getting cars and getting into the scene, that's when the stupid stuff started happening. And that's why a lot of people always say that they hate the millennial generation. Gen Z is the worst, but you get the point. And my experiences with this have been kind of crazy. I remember the first time I ever went, I guess really to like a street race. Because we have literal spots that street races happen regularly. And one of the most famous ones is French Road. French Road is famous in Detroit for just being the spot to race. Like if there's any place you're going to go, French Road is going to be the place because it's a shit area. No one wants to be around there, and the cops do not come. They just don't. And it's pretty much been like a staple of street racing in Detroit. And I remember the first time I went, I was with a couple of buddies, and one of them had a 2006 or 2007 WRX. He swapped in the STI motor, big turbo, a whole bunch of stuff. And he was like, all right, we're going to go to French Road. And I'm like, at this time, I didn't know what it was. So he told me what it was. And I'm like, I am scared. I was legitimately scared because I was 16 I was 16 at the time, dude. Like, I didn't know. Like, and all of them were like, 18, 19 years old. A lot of my friends at the time in the car scene were older. For obvious reasons, I don't want to hang out with a bunch of kids with Cavaliers and, old beat up cars, like that. That's not fun. I wanted to hang out with older kids that had the nicer cars. So we get to the street race, and instantly off rip, as soon as we get there, there is a Mustang and a Charger that are racing, like a 2008, 2009 Charger RT. And I think it was a 2012 Mustang. It was brand new. It was the first one that they've released since the 90s with the 5.0. I'm sorry, since 89 with the 5.0. So everybody wanted it. Everybody wanted to see a race. So they start going. They line up. And as soon as that flag drops, they both booked it. And all of a sudden, in Mustang fashion, the Mustang slides because it has a live rear axle. It's not an independent rear suspension. And the live rear axle just sends him sideways, crashes into the freaking Charger, goes into the crowd. Luckily, nobody was hurt. But, dude,
this was a drag race?
This is a drag race. And you know what they did once that happened? All right, next cars line up. And I'm sitting there like, what? You're joking, right? That's insane. So, yeah,
fuck.
No, they didn't. No, it didn't matter. The dude, like the Mustang didn't really have a lot of damage, surprisingly. The Charger,
the Mustang did the damage.
The Mustang did the damage to the Charger, actually, and both of the cars drove off. Like, they left. Like, no cops are called, no insurance was called. Like, they were just like, all right, this is our problem. We're fixing this, Because that's the thing. When it comes to the drag racing scene, you can't call a fucking insurance company.
No.
You are just drag racing your car illegally. Like if you call the insurance company, what are you going to say? A dog hit my car. No, you crashed your car drag racing and now you're in trouble and you have to pay for it out of pocket, probably $5,000 or $6,000, if not more. Yeah, that was my first ever experience. And then we lined up in his WRX against I don't remember what car it was, to be quite honest, but we smoked him. And as soon as we won the race, we left. Like, it's not a place that you drag race and stay. You get there, you line up. You're either a spectator to watch the races, or you're a racer who lines up, races, and leaves. Because staying there is a problem.
Fast and Furious.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. He ran away because he lost.
Yeah, he ran away because he lost. We ran away because we're in a crappy area and didn't want to be there anymore.
At least he didn't get shot afterwards.
It's very true. So nobody was racing for money or pinks or anything. It was just it was just just
fun?
Yeah, that's literally what they do. They just drag race for fun. Dennis didn't put any money down on it.
Who's Dennis?
Dennis was the guy driving the car.
Oh.
So I mean, I haven't talked to him like since I was like 17. So this isn't going to be something that really matters. So I think my next experience after that, the most memorable one, was on Woodward. Woodward is another famous road in Michigan that everybody goes to. There are shops and stores lined up along Woodward that just have perfect parking lots for parking your car, watching cars go by. The Woodward Dream Cruise is a big thing here. Literally thousands upon thousands of cars, upwards of like 30,000 cars will come to the Woodward Dream Cruise. But this was just one of the weekends, just like a Friday night, that the cars just go and people just hang out. Well, this one was bad. This one was really bad because a couple of guys, I think one guy was in a Charger, just like usual. It's always fucking Chargers. And then another guy in, I think, a Genesis, if I'm not mistaken. It was I believe it was a V6 Genesis. Wanted to race, and they were getting really aggressive in the parking lot, just talking shit. and they decide to race. As soon as they go, cops come out of nowhere and just book it at them. And they don't stop. They just keep going, running from the cops. And we're all sitting there like, well, dude, what is happening? Because in a lot of people try and be respectful when they're out there. But it's impossible. Like, it's impossible for people to get over their egos of thinking they have a fast car. And they think, oh, I can run from these cops, no problem. So they're gone. And at that point, cops start swarming all of the parking lots and pushing us all out. Yeah. And that's when you see cars start drifting out of the parking lots and doing all this other stupid shit. There were people doing donuts in the middle of Woodward. And Woodward is like a 4-lane highway. Damn. So I'm sorry, it's a 3-lane highway on both sides. So it's a 6-lane highway total. So people are doing donuts in the middle of it and all this other crazy stuff. Dude, the takeovers just don't stop. Like, if somebody catches wind, somebody that has a big ego catches wind of something stupid going down, they're going to join in. And once they do, all hell breaks loose. Doesn't matter if the cops are there, does not matter. They're going to do stupid stuff, and they're going to keep doing that kind of stuff. And I'll tell you right now, it's fun to be there because it's an adrenaline rush. But if you partake, you are done. Period. Like, sell your car. If you get away, sell your car, get something else, and don't ever go back to Woodward again, because people will rat you out. It's insane how the car takeovers have really just completely changed the car world. It makes me not even want to go out to Woodward and all these other these car meets anymore, because people just don't respect it. And it's a crazy thing, man. It really is. It really is a different world to be a part of and really experience.
So, like, the problem that I've noticed the most with these is, like, there are two people that are always at meets, right? It's the guys that are there just to park their car, hang out with their friends, go talk some shit, do their thing. And then there's the dudes that are there to start trouble towards, like, the middle or the end of the night. The dudes that are there to start trouble will literally cause trouble and dip out super quick as soon as, like, a cop shows up, leaving everyone else to clean up the mess and catch the blame.
Yeah.
I have a friend who would set up meets, and he had got fined by this place. I think it came out to like $4 or $5 right? Oh, because people were doing burnouts, people were doing donuts in the parking lot, they were two-stepping, and he was like, I don't know those people. And they were like, too bad. This was under your name. You have to do it. And it just keeps going from there. Like, they show up every time. And then, of course, people start doing dumb stuff. Everyone else is super into it. So they build a crowd and they enjoy it. And it just keeps building and building and building until no one wants to have meets there. No one wants to tell you, yeah, you can have a car meet here because you're going to probably get the cops called on us, maybe break some stuff. I'm not trying to deal with it. And they just constantly get everybody for it.
Yeah, that's the thing that sucks, is that, when you see a lot of these influencers go to car meets, I don't know why people have this inherent idea to all of a sudden trying to show off and be an idiot. Because I'm telling you right now, any influencer that goes to a car meet is purely there to enjoy cars that are there and meet people. That is it. They don't want to do any crazy stuff. They don't want to launch their car, do all these donuts and whatnot. Like, I was watching, I don't know, have you guys heard of Whistling Diesel?
No.
So he's a guy he's from Indiana. He's huge actually on YouTube. But his big thing is taking cars that people think are the best at his farm that he has and pretty much putting them through brutal tests and destroying them. And it's hilarious. And the guy does not give a flying fuck at all. And he's one of those people that gets shit talked all the time and then just kills everybody with kindness. And his famous like saying is, you know how people always say, I'm not going to lie?
Yeah. His
thing is, I gotta lie, that's a pretty good car. Like, he'll say stuff like that all the time, and it's so disrespectful. He literally has a shirt that says, I gotta lie. Like, it's hilarious, man. But he's gone to car meets, like in trucks and whatnot, because he has so much money, man. Like, he has made so much money doing what he does. And he's a pretty humble guy too, but people just mistake him for like a daddy's boy when he's made every dollar. Like he literally lives on a farm. Like he's no daddy's boy if he lives on a farm. I'll tell you that much. Like what he's working for, he's earned. And he went to a car meet one time, and as soon as he shows up, another like 1,000 cars show up to the parking lot, completely shutting down the parking lot. And he had to leave because it was dangerous. Like it turned into like a hazard. Like people in their trucks were doing burnouts in the middle of the parking lot in their lane, in between two cars.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's insane how stupid people become. Don't get me wrong. I love going to car meets. I love seeing fast, loud cars and whatnot, but be respectful over it, man. You can't do that kind of stuff because you just ruin the scene for everybody.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So going back historically to all this, like to the pretty much the rise of this, would you guys say that one of the negative effects of this whole tuner scene that developed because of movies and video games, do you think that this is like the side effect of all that? Because before all this didn't happen much, right? Like back in the 80s and all that.
True.
Brian, I'll let you take the reins in the first
I don't know if I would say it's a side effect, because this started after like all the really good Need for Speeds came out where they were car like focused, right?
Yeah.
And that's what everyone saw. This started way after that.
Okay.
This started, or at least when it got big and like moved cross country, was in the last like 4 or 5 years that I've noticed. So I wouldn't say car video game stuff started it, but social media, I think, was more of the factor of like, hey, I want people to see my video. I want people to see that I can slide my car, my car's loud and fast.
Clickbait, baby.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so that's what they wanted.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. Actually, that was going to be my point, was social media. Social media has been the driver for most things negative in the world in the last 5 to 10 years. And in the car industry especially, it has become a problem. And it sucks to see the industry that we love fall the way it has. And I do want to take the takeover topic, just like a little short thing. The RPM Act.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you guys have signed it, but I've signed it already. I signed it weeks ago. The EPA is trying to take away anything that involves racing. Like they want to shut down racing. Like it's a multi-billion-dollar a year industry, and they're trying to completely shut it down. They want to get rid of anything that involves modifying. People like It's Just a Six. Like he was planning on doing a segment where he picks a few people that he's going to modify their cars and like commenters and like his subscribers. He now is not allowed to do that legally because of what is happening. It is completely destroying the industry. More than what these takeovers have done. The takeovers have destroyed the culture. The EPA is destroying the industry, and that's it's coming tenfold back. And I don't really know where the car industry is going to be in the next 10 years. I have a really big feeling that someone's going to try and pass a tax bill that if you drive a gas vehicle, you are going to be paying a lot of money every year for it.
I definitely think electric cars are the future. Like no matter what we think or like. I don't know.
I like electric cars, but I also like combustion engines too.
Yeah, you know? Like it's for me, it's mostly the sound and like just the feel.
There's an emotion that comes with being able to work on your own car. Because I'll tell you right now, not every person is a fucking electrical engineer.
Oh God, no.
Understanding electric cars versus understanding a combustion engine is completely different. You can figure out an engine pretty easily. Like it's really not that complicated. But trying to figure out an electric car, dude, who has time and money to do that?
A job. Like what are we?
I mean, at that point, everybody might as well be working for Tesla.
Yeah. And it's like I see people modify their Teslas and stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's cool, but
it's dope, but
it's missing. It's always missing something.
I don't think in our lifetime we'll have to do that transition. to fully electric cars like in our lifetime, but I think eventually it's gonna have to happen where like car enthusiasts are gonna have to like completely transition to like sporty electric cars. I feel like sport electric cars is gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a thing soon. Maybe not in our lifetime. Maybe we'll see like small glimpses of it here and there, but I don't know if I can get on board with that. Like I just don't know.
I can't fully get on board with that for a daily driver for sure, but I refuse to believe that
a sports car
can be all electric and actually give me the same feeling that a combustion engine one does, because it's a completely different experience.
Yeah.
Completely. The sound is the big thing. Why do you think you always see people get, let's say like the base model, like Mustang, Camaro, Challenger, whatever. Why do you think you see people get the base model versions of them? Because they want to hear it. They don't give a shit about having a nice sound system or anything. They want to hear the car. They want
What's the first mod that everyone does?
Exhaust.
Yeah.
Exhaust is the first mod, man. They want to hear what's going on. It's huge. It's an endorphin rush, and it's also for a lot of people it's therapy. It's not just a car.
It's music
I
to
get
our
it.
ears.
I get it. Like the environment's important, but like I have a big feeling we're gonna see the first transition I think we're gonna see is hybrids. I think hybrids are gonna be a big thing.
Yeah, that's true.
I have a really big feeling that like, the sports cars we see right now, I guess we'll just go back to the muscle side of things. Mustangs, Camaros, Challengers. I have a feeling there's going to be a hybrid push for those in the next 10 years, for sure. I have a feeling that we're going to see.
You're talking about sports cars only, right?
Yeah. I'm talking sports cars, or even your STIs, or like
all the Japanese stuff.
All the Japanese stuff,
Yeah.
I have a feeling we're going to see a hybrid push before we see a full electric push, because
that's true.
Dude, they're going to completely, like, everyone's just going to want to walk.
I truly think that once they develop those cars in full electric format, I think that they will have, like, they need to have some sort of like artificial sound either in or outside or both.
God, that just sounds so
on the
fucking
car.
cheesy.
And like,
I don't think I would fuck with that.
I know, like it would feel wrong, right? But I think they have to do that to make us want to even consider it.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I think it's going to be an interesting. I think it's going to be an interesting 10 years. We're going to see a lot of wanted changes.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to see some stuff implemented, but I don't really know how well it's actually going to go over.
I don't think it definitely won't become the norm within our lifetime for the sports cars at least. But as we can see for the economy cars, it is starting to become the norm,
Yeah.
Mostly because of Tesla.
Yeah. You're not kidding. Let's move on to our next topic then.
All right, side topics.
Yeah, our side topic. Who's
Hell
first side topic,
brother.
That's yours.
That's mine.
Oh no, that's Brian.
That's me. That's Brian's. All right.
Oh my. Look, man.
Go for it, brother.
This leans into our whole episode. Ever since I saw TJ drive his X5M, I have wanted one. Because I was like,
I saw one yesterday.
BMW X5M.
Dude, yeah, I saw it and I was like, it's a BMW SUV. Who cares? Then he's like, oh no, this one's kind of nice. I started looking into it, and there's nothing about it I don't like, and that's weird for me with cars, because usually I either don't like the way it sounds, I don't like something about the interior. There's always something, but this one, dog, chef's kiss. Good job. I picked the 2017 too because they didn't go weird with the body and with the grill and the whole issue with BMW right now.
We're not getting into that yet. That's the next topic.
but this one I think they did right. Obviously, the later ones are still pretty good. I'm not going to say they're trash.
It does look good.
But man, it's just so clean. If I could get one right now, I would. But obviously, I live in a shit place that I can't really buy a BMW. So
and they're also like $70,000.
Are they all-wheel drive or rear wheel? Or
they're all-wheel.
Okay,
yeah, they're all-wheel. They're beasts, man.
They're so clean.
They look kind of beefy, like their body
They are.
kit. Like
They're
it looks
wide.
beefy.
They're
wide.
You know what I mean?
So I drove an X3 before I bought my car because I was like, oh, I might get this instead. The X3 is like a little bit tighter, and the X5 has that just enough space where it's like I don't feel cramped. And it's crazy to think you can feel cramped in an SUV, but that one you do, and it had literally everything I wanted. Oh, I wish.
It looks like a fancier Durango. Not gonna lie.
Yes, yeah.
Because it
It's a
still
German
looks
Durango.
muscular.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
it looks muscular, just like that
Yeah.
car does, or that SUV does. But it looks like it in a more like luxurious way.
Yeah. And like, yeah, I know.
I
20.
can't believe the prices are still that high.
Dude, they hold. They
It's surprising for
surprisingly
a
hold.
German
It
car.
probably has high demand, dude. Like everyone's into
Yeah.
the whole crossover SUV market right now.
Wow, that's a pretty car, man. Oh my god, I love that,
It's
dude.
just-
It is pretty awesome.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
And look,
Dude,
So when are you gonna get it?
the red interior.
within the next like 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's either that or I buy an M3.
What's the engine in it?
Hold on. I'm still
Inline
trying
six or V8?
I want to say
It's a
think
V8. V8.
it's a
4.4 liter
V8.
V8.
Look, I can.
I
get
think it's
one
naturally
for,
aspirated too, huh?
Yeah, it is.
567 horsepower.
Wow, it's got that much?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Damn, son.
That's a pretty.
That
car,
fuel
man.
economy, though.
Who
I don't
cares?
care.
It's 14 city, 19 highway, if anyone's
I'll
curious.
take. Look,
Dude, I'll fucking take it. I'll fill that thing up every day with premium gas.
exactly.
Give
Look,
me the premium, baby.
When you buy certain cars, you know what you're getting. I know
Yeah.
what I'm getting with this.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's my thing with like, because you said 3 to 4 years to get that. I'm
Yeah.
looking to try and get the an Audi S7 probably in the next 2 to 3 years. And everyone's like, oh, the insurance, oh my god, the maintenance, all this other stuff. I'm like, for one, I'm a car guy. I'm going to do the majority of it myself. But two, that's what you sign up for.
Yeah. Like, we know what we're doing.
We know it's
Yeah.
we understand the financial burden that it can be, but it's
what we
our
love.
language.
It's what we love.
It's what we love. How the hell are you going to tell us,
Oh my god, you're gonna spend so much money.
I don't care how much money I'm spending. I'm happy when I get into my car every day.
It's
First of all,
always
I'm
the
gonna drop-
non-car people that say that shit, too.
I know. It's
Bro.
my mom that says it all the damn time.
Look, if I'm gonna drop $60,000 on a car, I don't care what my other what my other prices are, because I'm putting this much into the car. I'm gonna pay for really good
Yeah.
insurance. I'm gonna pay for good gas. Everything that comes with it, I'm well aware, and I knew that because I got the car. Like, it's that simple. People need
You
to
were
stop
prepared
thinking.
from the beginning.
I
Exactly.
low-key have my eye on the new 400Z, or the Proto Z, as they call it right
please get it. Please. Like,
now. I love
honestly,
that thing.
the front end of it is still not my favorite thing.
The rear end.
But the
love
rear
it.
end, when I look at that, man, I just instantly fall in love.
Yeah,
It's a
I can definitely
cyberpunk
see
car.
you in that car.
It's literally a cyberpunk car.
Yeah, I would get the Supra though. Honestly, if I were to get one of those, I'd get the Supra. I like the new Supra more.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's move on to the next one. Shahan?
BMW design language, kind of relating to, the reason why Brian picked the 2017 version instead of the modern
Yeah.
2021 version.
Oh,
I
Lord.
want to Google the 2021 version real quick.
Dude, so I have an article pulled up, right, on the drive about BMW's, like, what they got wrong with 2021 4 Series.
Oh, that looks weird. What the
This
hell?
grill is disgusting.
Okay,
Hey, I'll tell you right now, though, the M3 looks pretty good.
so if anyone doesn't know about what BMW has been doing lately,
The grills aren't bad on the X5.
they're known for their kidney grills, but they're massive now. They get more and more massive as time goes on. And on certain models, on the majority of their models, I would argue, it's
Yeah.
just too much. So
It's pretty much.
which cars besides the M3, you said, right, do you think it looks okay on?
The X5 is decent.
The X5 is not bad actually. I think they only double the size instead of 10 times the size.
Wait, you said the M3 was okay?
The M3 I'm not mad about really.
What?
It's the M4 that looks really bad
M4
because
looks disgusting.
the reason I say that is because the length of the car I feel like looks really weird in a coupe with those grills. But the M3 with the 4 doors and the wider looking base and the shorter car itself, or at least the way it looks with the doors, I think it looks better. I think it looks a lot better.
If you have a front license plate though, that's
nasty. Disgusting.
That is nasty.
Not good. Not good.
Oh my god, bro.
Like, cool, they got the headlights. They got the headlights right. I'll give them that. But it's the front grille, and then it looks like space for an intercooler.
Wait, what the fuck are those vents though in the front?
That's what I'm saying. That shit is disgusting. Like, what is this?
It looks it's like they're trying too hard to be aerodynamic.
They're trying too hard to cool their engines because they know they have a problem with overheating.
Do they really?
Oh, Jesus.
They always have.
Ouch.
Interesting.
I just called out the entire fucking BMW community. It's so gross. Oh my god.
On the M4, it definitely does look weirder because, like you said, the body shape of the car. So like, I feel like it's because of, I don't know, the roof line or something is more like rounded on that car.
It's the front bumper. The front bumper is very round.
It's
not angled nearly as much as the M3.
I see.
When I look at the M3, I am extremely attracted to that car. I love the new M3.
I see exactly what you mean. Yeah,
you see what I mean?
M3 has like a harsh line in the corner.
It has like a harsh line in the corner. In
the M3 just or the M4 just curves.
Honestly, I think the 2021 M3 might be my favorite M3 that they've ever made, just based off looks. But when I look at the M4, I would rather get like a 2015, honestly.
Yeah.
And that sucks saying because I absolutely despise the sound of the 2015 M4.
Wait, have you seen the M5? Is it even out yet?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Look it up. It looks.
I'm looking it up right now.
It's not long when it comes to like the verticality of the grill, right?
But
like,
the grill looks wide.
Yeah, I don't
mind it because it's a wide car.
But
the car looks tired. Like if the car has a face, it looks tired.
You know what's crazy is that they did such a huge like overhaul with like the 2018, 2019 M5, and then in my opinion ruined it with the 2021. I think it looks too much like a family sedan now. Like it's aggressive if you have the right packages on it, but if you don't have the right packages, it's kind of gross.
Whoa, dude, go to the M7 and tell me how you guys feel about that. It looks like a Bentley.
M7. I think I saw that. Yeah, it looks
like a Bentley now.
Yeah, they're going for the Continental look.
Hey, not gonna lie though, bro, if I had to be driven around in something, I wouldn't mind that.
Look, if I'm gonna buy a car, no, because I have the same problem with this I have with the what the fuck is that car? The Chrysler 300.
So it's
everything looks like a Phantom until a Phantom pulls up.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
Hey, I'll tell you right now though, nothing will ever be sexier than BMW's M8. I love their M8.
Just so you're aware, there's no M7, it's M760i. It's like one of the half and half ones.
There's also what's the car called? It's an Alpina.
What? That sounds sexual.
Yes, it does.
B7.
Is that an SUV? Oh yeah, it's the B7, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, look at the 2021. Look at the 2021 M8, man.
That looks like a Volkswagen.
The it reminds me of God, what car is that?
Actually, I don't know. What? It kind of looks like a Genesis.
It's an American-made car, and I can't think of what it is. And it's gonna
Cadillac.
It's a Lincoln.
Navigator? No, not the Navigator. The Continental.
The MK something.
Yeah.
It looks like a Lincoln Continental.
Wait, let me see.
And it's one of those things.
Oh, you're right.
But the Lincoln Continental, in my opinion, looks better.
Yes, it does.
And you can also get the suicide doors on the Continental.
Yes, sir.
What the fuck? You really can,
dude.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. And like,
yeah, that Lincoln Continental is sexy, man. Oh, that's a
nice.
good car. Yeah. Damn. If I had to be driven around to something,
Interesting.
man, I would take that any day. I wouldn't drive it. If I had that car, I'd be
No.
driven.
I.
You're that rich?
Oh, he got
No.
money.
I don't got money. I wish. Yeah, no, that's a sexy car though. But I'll tell you right now, the BMW has a better interior for sure. Lincoln,
Yes.
well, Ford with their Lincolns, they go for the old style look because it's mostly old people buying Lincolns. So when you see them, it just like you get inside of it and you're just like, okay, I feel like I'm in 2005 still, just with the fucking doubled in screen.
Just put a fucking 8-track in it. Everyone will be happy.
Yeah, put an 8-track in it and then everyone's gonna love it. It's perfect.
Oh,
man.
BMW.
Oh, BMW.
Wait, what
Alright.
was that one car? Okay, never mind.
What one car?
I'm just kind of looking at all of their 2021 lineup right now, and I don't know what this car is, but it looks really weird.
I mean, a lot of them look weird.
The 2 Series, 2021,
The M2?
just any 2 Series one, like the grill. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I haven't actually looked at that.
Me either.
2021
It looks like a Kia.
2. I'm
not even joking. It looks like a Kia.
2021 M2 is the exact same thing it's always been. They didn't change anything.
Yeah, that's
I
kind
don't
of.
think it's M2. No, it's not. It's not. It's just look up
2 Series?
2 Series. Wait, yeah, that looks like a Kia, dude. Here, I'm gonna send it in the chat so you guys can see.
It's the same. It's the same thing. I'm looking at it.
No, this
BMW
this
2
thing,
Series.
This thing. You can't tell me that
Oh,
doesn't
what
look
the
like a
heck is
Kia.
that?
That looks like a Kia, bro.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it
that's
does.
literally that is literally
that looks like a Kia Forte.
Oh,
that
here
is
it
a
is.
Kia Forte, straight
Yeah.
up. Those headlights are right off the Kia Forte. Oh my
Bro,
God.
look at Oh hell!
Send
no.
a picture of the Kia Forte in the chat.
I am
Jesus
right now.
Christ!
Oh, guys, if you guys are curious, just look up Kia
Oh
Forte.
my God! It's the same car.
It's the same car, dude.
It's the same car.
Oh,
What?
I'm disgusted.
So what exact model is that then? Because like I just the BMW
it's
2 Series
Grand
Grand
Coupe.
Coupe.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Grand Coupe.
Jesus,
Dude,
no.
that looks like a Kia. What
That
was
is
I thinking?
disgusting.
I'm so disappointed.
Oh my God,
Dude, even the
that is-
rear
that is-
end looks like the same car. It looks like a Kia Forte in
Yeah.
the rear.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's gross,
God.
man.
Why'd they do that?
Yeah, I mean it's BMW, man. Like, what are you expecting?
They're all over the place.
All
right
their good stuff was like 2005 and prior.
Yeah.
Honestly, or anything that was enthusiast focused.
Yikes!
But
This
that's
car's disgusting.
that's one thing I do love about like like the 2012 2013 like BMW 335i. You can get those cars for like 15-20 grand, and they have the best that N54 N55 engine, or that platform is so good. It's so good. And I think that was like the last, in my opinion, that was the last time that I actually like really respected BMW, because they put in an engine that could make so much power in a regular car that you can get for 20 grand. And it's just not like that anymore. Everything that they sell is, $60K plus.
Yeah, they always had like that luxury name attached to BMW, but now they've just taken it to the next level.
Yeah.
I also
They said
don't
we're
like
not
their. I don't like the whole M and then like the multiple numbers after it.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up.
They kind of like they try to blend the two together to make it more appealing to more people. But
That's
I
why
feel like that just takes away from the M name now.
That's why I like, honestly, that's why I like Audi. It's A series, S series, RS series.
Yeah.
Period. Like, there's nothing different. And you know what level of car you're getting every single time you look it up.
So so the M like 760 pretty much is like the equivalent of the Audi S series then, if you think about it.
It would be like an S8.
It's like a hybrid of the two, of the base and the performance ones.
Yeah, it'd be like an Audi S8, really. Because the
Interesting.
S8 is, or maybe like an S8L, because it's a long version.
I'm pretty sure that same 2
Or
series
A8L.
is also going to be in hatchback form, but I'm not sure.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I'll pass.
I mean, the hatchback version might not look terrible though.
Here's a picture if you guys want to see. It looks tiny.
I wouldn't be surprised if it is. Oh God, no.
That is like a retarded version of the goddamn Hyundai Veloster. Like I would take a Hyundai Veloster over that, and I hate the Veloster.
It kind of looks like a short Subaru like Outback.
Yeah, it does. That might just be a really bad picture they took of that car.
No, that's just a really bad picture and really bad car.
Yeah.
A really bad picture of a really bad car.
Crosstrek?
Dude, that's awful.
Yeah, it kind of does look like the Crosstrek. It has like the same shape.
Yeah, but it's like shorter and more like stubbier.
Yeah.
Oh, BMW.
We gotta move on from this one, man. I can't talk about their mistakes anymore.
Yeah, on to something fun.
Yeah, onto something exciting, man. We're trying to, in some way highlight the influencers of the car culture. The people who do shift it in some way or do cool things. In this case, we're really going to be highlighting TJ Hunt for his purchase of a 67 Mustang.
I love it.
I love the idea. The 67 Mustang is one of my favorite cars ever. And I am so proud of him for getting the car. But what he's doing with it is so against the norm. And it's really, really, really taking it back to the Tokyo Drift days. And this is the cool thing, is that he has completely now drivetrain swapped the entire car. The entire underside and frame of the car is completely different. It's modernized, new suspension, whole new carriage underneath.
Complete new chassis swap, right?
Complete new chassis swap. Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. And it's extremely exciting because he's putting an RB26 in it. And he's going to be doing what no one has done before, outside of the movie itself. So I'm super excited for this, man. I think it's going to be really awesome, and I hope that him and Dustin do some kind of collaboration with the two cars.
Dude,
they have to. They have to.
Dustin, and we'll highlight this too. Dustin Williams just bought the actual Evo from the movies, from the Tokyo Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift movie. The car hasn't ran in over 10 years. Over 10 years. And I think it's been like 15 years since the last time the car ran. And he bought it, and he's gonna make it run. The entire body, perfect. Everything is still perfect, but he's gonna make it run. And he's gonna actually drive it and use it on the track.
Isn't that thing rear-wheel drive?
It's rear-wheel drive.
Yeah, they had to swap it, right?
Yeah. And I actually watched the video today of him getting it. The suspension for back then, it's electronically controlled from the inside of the car.
That movie came out in like 2003 or something, didn't it?
Yeah, I think it was like 2008.
Or 6.
Something like that.
I'm looking
around that time.
Tokyo Drift, 2006.
2006, and it has electronically controlled suspension. That's insane. So if TJ and Dustin really want to set a benchmark in the car community, they have to do some kind of movie or film or some short film with the two cars, because they will take it over completely, more than they already really have.
There's no one that I think can really compete with them just on cars, period, unless you're super into exotics, and then you just care about daily driven exotics kind of stuff.
Yeah, but daily driven exotics is literally all scripted bullshit. I can't stand it.
But
they're old dudes trying to act like millennials, literally fake laughing into the camera. Oh my god! Dude, stop cackling. No one.
But as far as cars go, right? They're on that end where it's like, oh yeah, Lamborghinis, all that good shit. Cool. Yeah. But TJ, Dustin, and even Evan to an extent, because I don't watch a lot of Evan stuff anymore, they've all been like, we like these old Japanese cars.
Yeah.
We like new Japanese cars. We're just going to send it along that. and whatever we get in between is awesome.
Yeah.
No one,
Yeah.
I think, can compete with them. Maybe
Like, true.
Eliminate is working on it because they just got they just bought some fucking car. I don't remember, but their stuff has always been homegrown, and we're just gonna send it with everything.
Yeah.
For
And
all of those dudes.
I think that's one of the coolest things, man, is that they really are staying true to themselves and sticking to what they love instead of just trying to make a buck.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what Daily Driven Exotics is really about, is trying to make a buck.
Oh yeah, obviously.
You know,
they're trying to sell
like-
merch.
They're trying to sell merch. And one of the funniest things is that when they got their McLaren P1 and they had to get rid of it because they couldn't insure it. They didn't have the money for it. They did all of that without doing any research on if they could insure it before.
Dude, the only
And
reason
that's pathetic.
I ever watch their videos is because the video of the dude getting pulled over by the cops
Wait,
in the
whose
Bugatti on the
videos?
freeway. Daily Driven Exotics.
Oh, okay.
The video about the dude getting pulled over by the cops in the Bugatti for being an asshole, peak performance. Because honestly, he's just being a dickhead to a cop who's like, "Hey, man, don't stop being an asshole on the freeway." Like, yeah, I don't like you either. I want you to get arrested.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but TJ's whole series with this new Mustang is really going to take things over. I think that he's gonna set a benchmark for him and Dustin both are gonna set benchmarks for other creators to try and do original stuff, and hopefully do stuff that they love and not just stuff that it's going to be good for the camera. Because I can see in both of their videos that they have true passion for everything that they're doing. Like TJ getting the fucking Mercedes 4x4 square G-Wagon.
Yeah.
And actually taking it off road and now sending it off to 4Runner to build it even more and do more stuff with it, like more overland stuff. Dude, that kind of stuff is so cool. Being able to just have fun with what you're doing, and have little offside like topics and things that are going on outside of like your normal JDM stuff, and all these big projects that you have going on is so awesome, because it really does make it more exciting when stuff like TJ's Mustang series comes out, because when it does, that it's just going to be good. That it's going to be captivating, and that you're going to enjoy every second of it. And I think salute to TJ for that, man, because that's huge. Just taking out a project like that is not going to be easy for them, especially since the shop that they're doing it at Rad Dan's shop, they know nothing about RBs. They know nothing. He literally does not work on RBs, and they're going to take this RB, build it, and do stuff with it. And they are completely ignorant to how the engine works compared to 2Js, because all they work on is 2Js. That's their thing. So it's going to be a super cool series, and I'm super excited to continue to watch the rest of it.
Definitely. Yeah, they're really doing stuff that, like, they're going places that no one else would dare to go.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like RB swapping a Mustang and then buying an actual car from the movie.
Yeah, I know. That's just insane. I didn't get, any kind of light of this, of the thing with Dustin, until this morning. Like, I didn't expect him to do that at all. But once I saw it, I'm like, dude, we got to talk about it on the podcast. Like, we got to at least hint at it a little bit, but all right. Well, how are you guys feeling?
We got 10 minutes left.
10 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, how about this? Because I think we've all watched car YouTubers for a long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are only like 5, I think, that have been going as strong for
A long time.
5-6 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And in my opinion, TJ, Adam LZ, even though I don't like his stuff, that dude in blue, Evan Shanks, and Dustin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who out of that group do you think has made the biggest influence on car culture as a whole?
TJ, yeah.
Or Adam. And the reason I say Adam is because Adam came from a BMX rider to just a car guy, to getting into racing, and then getting into drifting, to now being an FD driver. That's huge, dude. That's insane. That's insane.
I think
So
TJ's more on the culture side of things, you know?
I agree.
Yeah.
I think more on the culture side of things, definitely. But for somebody that's made a just like a big self change.
Yeah.
I
see
think
that, yeah.
I think Adam LZ takes the cake. But I'll tell you right, I think TJ overall is the most influential car YouTuber there is. I think that that dude in blue, as much as I love him, little David Patterson, I think that his content is not going to evolve.
I don't think,
No.
his content was good like 5 years ago. It was amazing.
Because
But
it was this,
I feel
it
like
was
he
not a
hasn't
lot of
leveled
things that
up.
people were doing.
Yeah,
He hasn't done anything different.
exactly. He has not leveled up himself, and I feel like everyone else, his competition has. And now he's kind of at a loss.
Let's say friends. Let's not say
Yeah.
competition. I think it's easy. I think it's better to say friends in that scenario because I are actually all friends.
But I think he's fine with that. Like he's okay.
Oh
with
yeah.
it,
Oh, he's
you
very
know?
content where he is. I think in the last couple of years, I think Evan Shanks has really started to find himself.
Yeah.
I really was not the biggest fan of Evan a few years ago, but like 5-6 years ago, I did like him because I really loved his WRX and his STI or his
Yeah.
STI that he had. I loved the content that he was making because he was just having fun all the time. And then I think he got too obsessed with the success of his own channel instead of just continuing to love what he did. And I think I try not to speak too much of this stuff because I don't personally know the guy, but you can see his health diminish. You can see his mindset diminish. You can see that he was really starting to kind of go down a bit of a dark path. But I would say in the last year, every video that I watch of him, I've really enjoyed. I've really enjoyed the content that he's been bringing recently. I think one of the reasons for that is the sick, AMG GT that I got, but
Yeah.
that's because I love that car. No, but I think it's pretty great. I think Dustin the same way. When Dustin first started making videos, I think he was trying too hard to follow TJ's footsteps.
I agree.
Instead of coming into himself. And I think over the last couple of years,
I think
especially
since he bought his garage.
Since he bought his garage, he's definitely gotten better. I'll tell you right now, though, as somebody that's a power lifter and bodybuilder, I fucking miss his workout videos, man. Like when he was doing that kind of stuff, he was looking and
He was being himself.
feeding. Yeah, he was being himself, and he was feeding towards different cultures. Like I was able to watch his car videos, kind of like them, and then as soon as it came to workout stuff, I was hooked. Because he was doing stuff that was completely out of the norm and different from what a lot of other people are doing. A lot of people just show one thing. He was showing multiple. And now he's showing like stuff with him and Tiana in their house and whatnot, in their family life. And I think that's great. Instead of just trying to focus on only cars, bringing some kind of variety to it, I think is really good.
So, I agree with you guys both on TJ,
Mhm.
but for a completely different reason.
Okay.
Being someone who lived in San Diego when TJ was starting to get big, did you guys hear about the whole fuck TJ Hunt thing?
Oh,
No.
with the whole
didn't.
the what's his name? Mike Nugan or something like that?
No, this was Mike had nothing to do with it. This was before they like split.
Really?
TJ, for some reason, I don't know how it started. People were just like huge TJ Hunt haters. He made just a culture of people hating on him and didn't change, didn't stop, didn't slow down, nothing. He just kept doing his thing.
Yeah.
And from there, I think them hating on him made more people love him that much greater. That's why I think TJ has changed things. Because, people were like, oh, fuck TJ Hunt. They made stickers, they made merch off of it, everything.
Why did they say that again?
Dude, it was just people that were jealous that they
Trolls.
couldn't do it as good. Honestly,
Oh, okay.
okay. There were guys that ran this car page called Car Meats, right? Literally car and then meat like food. That TJ wouldn't show up to meets
before.
Yeah, well, it's bad now because they sold it to someone else who doesn't care about cars at all. They fucked up. They signed a contract, but TJ wouldn't show up to like meets and stuff, even though they would invite him all the time because obviously he's busy, he has his own life, things happen. But what they did, they were like, well, fuck this guy, we're gonna like still try to get some money off his name. And then other people started doing the same thing. And no matter what happened, he kept on going. He kept like doing something that was crazy. So every single time TJ would do something, you would see it start to get popular again.
Yeah.
And that's where I think he made the biggest jump. Dustin was cool, but I only liked him for his cinematography and his workout videos.
Yeah.
Evan, when everyone started moving to San Diego to live near TJ, it was like, this is fucking annoying. And that's why Evan left.
I'm happy that Evan left. I'm happy that Evan left. Dude, California was not him at all.
That was the best decision of his life to go back home. Honestly, I didn't think Dustin was going to be out here. I think
he's from Mississippi.
Health-wise,
Dustin's from Mississippi.
Dude, I don't know how the hell Dustin is fitting in the California culture like that, but he's killing it.
He's doing good.
I thought he would be gone after like 7 months.
Yeah, and I'll tell you right now, one thing I do miss, I absolutely love the interactions between Dustin, TJ, Calvin, and the other people with TJ.
Crew, yeah.
I love seeing all of them together because they are complete idiots together. Like, no joke, they are all such a family and they don't give a damn what they say when they're with each other.
Fact.
And I love that. So I miss seeing Dustin and TJ's videos. I really do. And we haven't seen it in so long.
My favorite videos were the rally videos with TJ, Dustin, Calvin, and Evan.
Yeah.
It was TJ and his group, just his friends, just going downtown, driving around, doing their thing. That video of him buying the new camera and going when his BRZ was red to just random spots to take pictures, to take video, all that stuff.
It's just them hanging out, right?
Yeah, those videos to me were the best.
Have you seen the one where they went to Hawaii and just like chilled in like the woods or something?
Yeah, I love that.
That was just super chill.
I'll tell you right now, I think one of the most wholesome things that I've ever seen was when TJ and Calvin went to go pick up his C8 Corvette and they went to Texas and stayed at Evan's house.
Yeah.
The interaction of when they saw each other for the first time in years, I could have cried because they came together and just hugged it out. And dude, it was so wholesome. I love seeing stuff like that.
I think you texted me when that video came out and you were just like, bro, watch this, please. It's so good.
It's so, dude, it was so good. Like I'm really happy that, that Evan, for his health and for him as a person in his life, moved out of California. But I love the fact that they're all still so damn close.
Yeah. Like, I think we all know, like, being apart from certain family members is hard, obviously, because we all had to leave home.
I mean, for crying out loud, being apart from you guys is hard. I haven't seen you guys in 3 years.
Yeah. It's shitty. But that's what happens when you're all fucking busy.
I know.
But seeing them get to like spend time together again, it makes you feel like when you see your people, you know what it's like after all that time. So it makes you feel it a little bit harder. And some people are just like, oh yeah, that's cool, Evan's in a video again. But for us, I think it was like, hey, I remember seeing my friends for the first time in like 2-3 years or after however much time. So that's why I think, got a reaction out of it.
Yeah, that's true. It's just kind of crazy. I'll tell you right now, I miss the TJ videos of when he would go to like H2O.
Yeah.
I miss seeing Dr. M3, man. Like I
miss him just in general.
Dude, Dr. M3 is so cool. What an old dude. I love him. Like he is exactly who I aspire to be when I'm his age. Like being the guy that all the young dudes like come to and just love and have all the awesome cars and all the hookups and the big house for everybody to stay at. Dude, I love that.
Oh,
I think that's incredible.
And who else was there? And then, honestly, one YouTube channel that I got behind when I was younger, and as I got older, I was like, this isn't it, was Haggard Garage, which I think now they're like Haggard Team Racing. Dude, Shahan, when I tell you they are the most jank group of people, or at least they were. I haven't watched their stuff in years. They would literally just go buy $50 tires, put them on $10 wheels, and call it a day to go drift on.
$10.
the most dog. I'm telling you, they would find the cheapest shit they could just to put it together.
And see
Obviously,
what it does.
Dude, yeah, and half the time it would work out. The other half the time, their shit would break down. I remember one video, they were too broke to afford a toll to get into like New York or something, so they put like blackout plates on their stuff. Dude, as an 18-year-old, I was like, that's cool as fuck. As an adult, I'm like, that's dangerous. I'm glad they made it out of that.
Yeah. Like,
Bro.
holy crap, man. That's crazy that people actually it's honestly insane that people actually think that kind of stuff is cool.
Yeah.
Like, no one can, like, the 16-year-olds and 17-year-olds and 18-year-olds, once they hit that 19, 20, 21-year-old age, they're not going to like your stuff anymore because you just look stupid.
Yeah, but I think the appeal was that they were young, and young people at the time were like, yeah, if they can do it, I can do it. Granted, they knew it was fucking dangerous what they were doing, but the people that see it working out are like, this is going to work for me too. Like, they bought
kind
cars,
of making a toxic culture.
Bro, they bought cars for like $1,000 that were barely running and would just like, I think one dude bought 4 Miatas in one summer because they kept breaking. And it was like, what the fuck why are y'all doing this to yourselves?
One last highlight before we call it quits on this one. It's Just a Six. I don't know if you guys have watched him at all.
Yes.
You're
the one that showed me.
Yeah, I did show you him. I honestly think that he is, outside of TJ, he is my favorite. He's my favorite car YouTuber. They own a shop. They have a whole bunch of cars. They do drag racing. They do track racing. They do everything. And they go on rallies, all this other stuff. And they are just a wholesome group of people, man. Like, it's good content. Like, they have like a full team of people that are there and everything. They have like the business to run as well. So you see all the characters. It's very good stuff. And they just send a positive message too. Like, their big thing is don't lose sight. And I love that message so much. And he also makes music. His name is Trace on Apple Music. Makes fantastic. Like, he does rap music. And it's so good. So good. Or at least for my style of rap. Like, I'm not a big fan of like just like a catchy beat and some shitty words. Like, I like a message in a song a lot of the times. And I think that you know, sooner or later, they're really going to get their time to really blow up. I think they recently hit 1 million subscribers. I have a feeling that their growth is going to be pretty insane over the next few years.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Also watch Gears and Gasoline's road trip videos, because those, so good.
Never seen them.
I watched
Dude,
the
I
one
have to look
with
them
the,
up.
what was it, like the Civic and something else?
And the Miata.
Yeah.
They recently did one with 2 RX-7s.
No. I actually watched the one with the Evo and the Forester XT. That's the one that I watched.
Oh, they did another one with an Evo 10 and a Tesla. Bro,
Evo 10 and a Tesla. It's two completely different
They
cars.
did one with
dude, I'm saying.
FDRX7s too.
Love
Yeah.
that.
Interesting.
I just think that those are the videos that I enjoy.
Yeah.
Like, just
That's some top
dudes
gear
doing
shit.
fun shit.
Just dudes
Yeah.
doing dude stuff, you know? Dudes doing dude stuff.
All right, we gotta end it here though. We've been over an hour now.
Yeah, that's I mean, this is a fun one, man. This was an exciting one. I mean, the takeovers
it.
topic was definitely something that needed to be talked about, because I don't think a lot of people really have given it any kind of light. But thanks everybody for watching. We're gonna start posting these soon. I think around 3 episodes will probably have by the time we actually start posting, and then we're gonna try and release one a month, and then hopefully speed up the cadence from there. Thanks everybody for listening. Catch you guys next time.
Peace.
See ya.